You are now tuned into ChiChat Podcast, where four women come together to encourage, inform, and inspire women by creating a dialogue that develops strong sisterhood and friendship. Around the table is Yolanda, Ebony, Katrina, and Breonna. Okay, now it's time for some ChiChat.
Hey everybody, we're back with the Chit Chat. It's your girl Bree. How y'all doing?
Hey.
So today's episode, we're gonna be talking about can two really play that game? But before I give you the background on that movie, I want to go ahead and give a check-in with my ladies. First, for me, I am feeling like a 5, feeling great. I gave y'all some peekaboo triangles, so I hope y'all like that. All right, what about you, Katrina? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good in yellow. I'm at a 5. I'm gonna be a 5 right now.
Okay, I like that hair. What about you, Yolanda?
At a 5. Feeling good.
I want that necklace. That's me. Ebony?
I am a 4.9666 something.
Okay, we gonna make sure we raise that up, and I need you to pass me that little shawl cardigan. I need you to pass it. Okay. So again, everybody, today we are talking about can two really play that game? This is based off the movie that was released back in 2001. Let me give you a quick synopsis. This is from Wikipedia. I know Wikipedia not the best source, but this is a good summary. So basically, it's a woman who gives advice. The woman is Shantae Smith, aka Vivica A. Fox, and her ideas are challenged when her man, Morris Chestnut, threatens to stray away from quote-unquote good relationship. And so on the other end, Shantae's boyfriend, Keith, is also being led by his friend Tony, which is Anthony Anderson, who thinks he knows all the tricks that women play. When Shantae's boyfriend Keith gets caught red-handed, Shantae institutes a 10-day plan to get her man back in line. They go through this whole battle. At the end, Shantae and Keith do get back together. So, with that being said, ladies, in the movie, Shantae Smith, aka Vivica Fox, says, in the springtime, I have to coach my friends through their relationships. What are y'all thoughts on this statement? Does the season really affect the intentions or the mood of the relationship? So let's jump it off with Yolanda. Do the seasons affect that relationship? I mean, is she right? Is springtime when they act up, you can get snatched up. Is that what happens?
Well, I've been told that summertime is when the people most cheat the most because there's more skin showing, there's more skirts and heels. So that's what I've been told. I have had jerks all through all 4 seasons. So I ain't really I mean, there was a jerk fall, winter, spring, and the summertime. So I don't know which one is best.
Yolanda just shut the whole question down. Vivica A. Fox got to coach her through all 4 seasons. Okay, Katrina, what are your thoughts on that statement? Do you feel like men act up in a certain season? Was she right?
I think they get caught more in a certain season. Because like she said, when it's warm outside and the skin started showing and them pants get a little bit tighter, them skirts get a little bit shorter. They get caught. That's when they get caught.
Y'all are making me laugh today. Ebony, what are your thoughts? Do the men act up in a certain season?
I'm gonna have to go with my girls. Listen, when they say hot girl summer, they don't say hot girl summer for no reason, okay? These girls be out here, honey. It be hot girl summer. And these men be having a hot boy summer too. Like, they really be out here. Like, they be out here playing games. And, listen, what they say, when the sun's out, the fun's out. Well, when the sun's out, the guns are out too, okay? Listen, stick with your own man, okay? Stick with your own man, period. Don't be out here trying to play. Don't be out here trying to, do this and do that. Just stick with your own man, okay? But yeah, they both definitely.
I'm feeling that song. Don't mess with my man.
Okay, what she say?
I'ma be the one to break it to you.
Okay. Just stick with your man. But I do feel like the seasons have they do have an effect on your relationship, because they want to go and they want to stray in the summer, and then when it's about to get cold and they know you can cook real good, then they want to come back home and they're trying to get a Christmas gift and all that stuff. So yeah, most definitely. And they ain't leaving. Look, and then they know tax season coming, so they ain't leaving until after that, you know. So
see, every season got a trick.
Yep.
Every season got a trick, because in the summertime you might get a cookout. In the wintertime you might get a gift. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. I hope y'all caught that. And my little 2 cents is, yeah, because I was thinking about cuddle season. It's almost like cuddle season in the winter, cut up season in the summer. Cut up, cuddle up. You want to act up, you can get snatched up. Don't forget that song. Okay. So let's get into the movie concept, okay? Let's talk about that. Who is better at playing the game? I went on Urban Dictionary and they say the meaning of two can play that game is when someone does harm to you and you do the same action to that person. Do men play the game better? Do women play the game better when it comes to quote unquote the game? I'm gonna pass it to Katrina. Who can technically play the game?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to put us out there like that. So, I don't know. If I go by the movie, I would think that in the beginning she was kind of playing it better.
Yeah.
Because he didn't really know what was going on until his friends started coaching him. It was like, oh no, she did. And he started coaching him. That's when he kind of was like, oh, okay, this is a game we playing. So in that aspect, if we're gonna go by the movie, I think the women play a little bit better until we get caught up in the middle.
Yeah. Ebony, what are your thoughts? Who played it better in the game? And if you do want to go outside the movie, who do you think plays it better in real life? If you want to talk about that.
So listen, in the movie and in real life, hands down, women, we play it better. And I'm gonna say this because I got older cousins, aunties, all that stuff like that, and just like even thinking back to, you know how they coach you. You know, they drop game for you, you know, and all that stuff like that when you're young, and then you start dating and stuff, so you know the game. But I feel like women play it better because men, they can go and sleep with this woman, they can go sleep with that woman, they can do this and that, they can run around on you. The minute, I'm talking about the minute, like minutes on the clock, you go, you go and entertain just one person.
Right.
It's like they about to die. Like they can't get over it. They won't forgive you. They'll leave you, but they expect for you to just forgive them over and over again for the countless women that they done slept with and entertained and all that stuff like that. Like no sir. Like, so just know, we know. Okay, we play the game.
Yeah.
Way better.
All right, I feel you. So Katrina said women. Ebony said women play it better. All right, Yolanda, what's your score?
Women, most definitely, hands down. We are the ones who can do it because we're the ones who can hold things together at a better rate. We're just better at it. We're better at it all. You know, so when it comes down to, now, just as long as we don't allow our nurturing side to get the best of us, because that can happen. But if you're on straight game,
right,
then you know not to let you will stop yourself before that happens. So I think women can do it, hands down.
Oh wow, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I agree with y'all because when the movie was playing out, you know, Vivica A. Fox was like giving the game to everybody, like, this what you do, baby, this what you do. And so when the game got flipped, I believe that's when Vivica A. Fox went into overdrive. Like,
yeah.
That Vivica No, the game. So because like you said, Katrina brought that point up. I mean, Morris Chestnut role, which is Keith, he didn't know anything till Anthony Anderson gave him some game. So he really was lost. So that goes back to Ebony and Yolanda point, like, y'all can't handle this. Okay, now we're gonna get a little personal. So let's go ahead and shift gears. And we've been talking about cars all day. Let's shift gears. All right. Have any of you played the game or been played? And how did you find out? What did you do next? If anybody actually went through that, you can go ahead and jump in because I don't want to assume nothing. So
well, y'all all know I've been played big time, but now that I've been taught the game, I'm playing it and playing it very well, I might add. So it's both ways for me.
So you played the game and you've been played. So when the situation went down, right? Relating it back to the movie, like, was it a situation where you found out, or somebody told you the situation?
Well, first, my intuition was telling me all along. I just decided to ignore it. That's the first thing. So I knew some things, just not at that extent that it was when I was being played. So when it all went down, he basically called me and told me, first of all, the little girl texted me first. And then he followed up and called me, texted me from out the blue. I don't know who this chick was, but she was a child who texted me, and then he called later. So that's how it all came out to where it was in my face. But my intuition was yelling at me the entire time that something just wasn't quite right, but it wasn't to that extent. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does. So in the movie, based on the movie, did you take a Vivica A. Fox role and you gonna make him learn today, or did you take a different role?
I completely. I didn't get to the "you gonna learn today" until my life now.
Okay.
So, until I became the one who played the game, and so now I'll show you better than I can tell you. But before, no, I just go away, and it is what it is.
Okay, so you step back. You step back.
I just step back away from it and be like, whatever.
The game is strong. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, boo. So her fall back and her cutoff game is real strong.
Ebony, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to you. What's up?
Lord, listen, I ain't gonna incriminate myself. I don't play the game. That's just the nature of being out here dating and stuff. How do you think we got to be married? Like, listen, you play the game. You know what I'm saying? Chess, not checkers. I mean, hey, you just got to know. But one time that sticks out in my mind that I have been played was, as much as I was taught before I started dating, they dropped the ball somewhere because they didn't tell me how men do when they get locked up. Okay. So I was in high school. Yeah, so I was in high school, and I'm dating and stuff like that. Dating this guy, ended up leaving North Pitt and going to live with my cousin in another county, and started going to a whole nother high school. Whole time I was gone, he was locked up. He was talking like, "Oh yeah, I miss you," and this and this and that. And I'm thinking like, okay, I got it on lock. I'm still young. I have that young, dumb mentality. Like, oh, I got it on lock. Like, he still want me. Oh, he calling me. He writing me. This is that, honey. Okay, when the man got out, the first day I go to his house, and it's a whole nother chick sitting in there. The blinds are all the way together, so I could peek through the blinds, and she's sitting on his lap. So I'm like, okay, that's what we doing. So I'm just. My friend, she's like, no, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Like, we seen it, like, whatever. Don't even say nothing. Just act like nothing ain't happened. So, he comes to the door and he's like, oh, like, hey, first of all, I was on the way over here. I said, you got company? He was like, oh, she was just about to leave. So he turned around and looked at her like, and I see him move his head like that. Like, he said, get up, like, So she gets up or whatever. She leaves or whatever. I didn't say anything to him about it. My friend, she was like, "Don't," because before BC, before Christ, I was still young and still just doing stupid stuff. So she was like, "No, don't say nothing." She was like, "Because we ain't even supposed to be over here, and I'm not about to get in trouble." You know, she ain't her partaking and stuff like that. So I'm just like, okay. So my friend, I'm not gonna say nothing. But after that, like, cutoff game was just like, boop, like I'm done with you. Cut them off. Period. Like, so I say all that to say, if you go to jail, listen. After that, I was like, no, I'm not doing no more jailbirds. Like, I'm not doing no more jailbirds, like, at all. Like, no, I couldn't at that point, no. But now I don't have to worry about that because I'm married, happily married. But yeah, after that situation, no more jailbirds. Nope.
That girl said he came out and tried to play the game.
Try to play, honey.
Lord. Okay, Katrina, what's your encounters?
Well, it's a touchy situation. I have been played before, and like Yolanda said, intuition tells you that something's not quite right, and it just takes some digging sometimes to pinpoint what it is going on. And so I'm not gonna give a situation, but I'm the type of person that I can't really play the game like that, because when I find out or what I think I know, I'm like right on it right then. I can't hold it. I can't wait. If you come tell me, Katrina, I see your husband doing so and so, I can't hold. But don't tell him you seen. Don't tell him that I told you. I'm that girl that can't hold it. I'd be like, so you was doing such and such on such and such day. I got a video, right? I'm that type of person that would do that. I can't hold it. I'm trying to. I can't hold it. I can't hold it.
I feel you. I feel you. Once you know, you just like a parent. Once you know, I'm gonna get you where I found out at. I'm gonna get you. I done found out at the house. I'm gonna get you at the house. It's a wrap. If I get the text in the car, I'm gonna get you in the car.
I'm understand what it is. I don't know. I can't hold it.
And you know, my situation was actually adolescence. I was literally in the 7th grade, 6th grade, y'all. But it was such a pivotal moment for me because I got played. First of all, let me get that disclaimer. I got played. So I was sitting in my house. It's so funny because what I'm about to say is so childish, but it's so funny. Okay, so I'm sitting in my house. I done called JoJo. I'm like, hey, JoJo, what's up with you? And so he like, I'm chilling, I'm good. You know, it's the summertime, cut up, act up, snatched up. So he comes down the street and I'm looking out the window like, oh, you know, what you about to do? He was like, I'm going to the pool. Now, my house was right by the popular pool. So I'm like, okay, he going to this park. I look, he walking down the street with Sally. Past my house. I said, hello, are you walking past my house with Sally? He was like, oh, that's my friend. That's my friend. I said, don't talk to me no more. And I hung up that phone. So I got played right in front of my house, and I knew right then and there, I don't want you no more. I don't want you no more. Like, I literally pulled out that line. I was over it. In a little 6th grade body, I was over it. Yeah. So I'm telling you. Now that I'm 27 years old, act up, you could get snatched up, but I did get snatched up. So I got snatched up. So
she got bagged. Hey, Q, she got bagged.
Yeah, he right behind me. Don't play, Johnny's.
Yeah.
Okay. But anywho, that was funny. All right, last question of the topic. What are red flags in relationships? Or do you have any advice to give a woman that's dating currently? So if you want to hit a red flag or a dating tip, I'm going to pass it to Ebony. Red flag, dating tip.
So red flags and dating tips. I would say pay attention to unchanged behaviors, okay? If I'm not saying, because let's just be realistic here, you're not gonna leave somebody at the first sign of trouble. Everybody has been in a situation where they stayed longer than they should have. You know, that's just being realistic. Just being the nature of, like Yolanda said, being a woman, being that nurturing side. Yeah, sometimes they can do stupid stuff, and as soon as they get hurt or they need a little bit of help, we're right there with our cape on, trying to run and save them. You know, so most definitely, it's okay if something happens the first time, depending on what it is. If something happens the first time, I would say it's nothing wrong with forgiveness, because my thing, I mean, you have to have forgiveness in your heart. Don't be a fool, but it's okay to, you know, forgive. However, crap, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, but if that person does something and they say, you know what, forgive me, I'm sorry, like I'll never do it again, and they actually go back and do it again, yeah, they're playing with you. They're playing with you. They're taking your kindness for weakness. They're taking your love for them for granted. Like, no. So unchanged behavior is definitely a red flag, and definitely something you need to watch out for.
Yeah, I like that. Katrina, red flag or advice?
Yeah. Well, when she said unchanged behavior, I was thinking more along the terms of changes. Like if somebody been doing something the same way, and then all of a sudden it changes, then it's gonna that might be a red flag. Like, you've been doing it this way for this long. What made you change up? Now, and I'm not saying that it's always something bad, but it could be a red flag. So just watch out for those subtle changes. Like just referring back to the movie when she was saying, she was like, oh, I gotta work late is one of the signs. If it's somebody that gets home every day at 4:30, they get off work at 5 and they're home by 5:30 every day, and then all of a sudden, you know, it's 6 o'clock, 6:15, and ain't got no phone calls, then it could be a red flag. Not saying that it is, Johnny.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I like those. Yolanda.
I would say you always go by what you feel. If you feel it, then it is so. That's just this bottom line. God did not just give you that feeling, intuition for nothing. It's there for you to use it. Although we don't like what we get. Lord knows I never liked what I got. But it is what it is. And you're going to have to you're going to go with it or you're not. But now when you don't go with it, you're going to have to deal with them with the bullish that comes with not going with it. Okay? So follow your intuition at all times, no matter what.
Yolanda, you did good with that filter. I'm proud of you.
Yes.
You know, my little bit of advice is, and it kind of relates to the changes and following intuition. But if somebody brings you a bone, they might be taking a bone too. So if somebody brings you something about the person you're talking to, you got to fact check. That's my little bit of advice. Fact check, because if you know Johnny don't go down the hill, and then somebody say, I saw your man down the hill, you kind of got to be like, are you trying to start something? Because his grandma stayed down the hill, so he could have been down the hill for grandma. You know, so it's like you got to fact check people too, because sometimes people want to sabotage what you're trying to build. So just take that point too. Check those subtle changes, check those unchanged behaviors, and make sure you follow that intuition. I hope y'all caught that, because we just dropped a whole nugget. That was a whole 8-pack Chick-fil-A. Hit me up. All right. So, all right, that was a great topic, guys. We're going to switch over to the next segment, to questions to our audience. So, I don't know how you guys feel about this question, but I just threw it in here. Superman or Clark Kent? Are you looking for somebody to save the day, or do you just want like an average Joe? Do you want somebody that's quote unquote famous, big name, or you just want average Joe? So Yolanda, what do you think? You want Superman or Clark Kent?
Oh, it's such a hard question, because I want both of them.
They the same man. They the same man, but every man can't handle Superman responsibilities.
Well, I can tell you what, then don't come my way. You got to make sure that you be.
If you can't fly, don't call me.
Okay, a nice guy like Clark Kent, but you can handle some stuff when it comes to. I want you to be able to be Superman if needed. Okay.
There you go. There you go.
I don't want to be Superwoman all the time. I want you to be able to handle it too. So I would like to have both of them mixed in all at the same time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like that. What about Katrina? Are you looking for a Superman or Clark Kent, or you want him to really be the same man?
I want him to be who he needs to be in that moment.
Ooh.
So,
yes.
That's who I want. He can be both. I need him to be both, but be the right one at the right time. Don't be up here trying to be Superman when we supposed to be laid back, chilling. Like, no, you got it mixed up. Be Superman when it's time to be Superman. Come to my rescue then.
She said, "Come then." Ebony, you want the full package, or you need one or the other?
Listen, I need a full package. I'm with both of them. Like, they both brought up good points. Like, I need you to be who I need you to be in that moment when it's needed. Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I just made that one up. I thought that was nice.
Like that.
Y'all answered that well. I need you to be Superman when it's time to save me, and I need you to be Clark Kent when these bills come through, okay? Because that Clark Kent job is what bring in the bacon. Superman out here flying and crap. Who asked you to go over there? Who asked you? Trying to say she don't want to be. Okay. Anyway, he don't want to be saved. Okay. So, Sister Girl of the Week is actually Vivica A. Fox. I chose her because she is she has a vast background. Little did I know, she's actually produced stuff. She's produced movies. She's actually been the one to create her own hairline, wig line. Shout out to Katrina, because she looking Vivica A today. She looking like Vivica A with that wig. I like it. But I just chose Vivica A. Fox because her character also had to get vulnerable. Her character had to get real. Like, girl, do you want a relationship or you want to play? Like, what you want? So she had to be real with herself and say, look, stop playing games if you want something real. So I chose Vivica A. Fox. All right. So my chit chat fave, I said paparazzi accessories. These are $5 earrings I'm rocking. And I also want to shout out my lipstick because this is matte. It goes on smooth, but then it turns matte. So those are my two chit chat faves, my earrings and my lip gloss. All right. And of course, we cannot forget our chit chat merch. So go ahead, check us out on Teespring/store/chit chat. So come get your merch, support your girls. Because when you support your girls, you support this podcast. So we got to keep it going. But before we close out, we got to give a one-word motivation. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it to Yolanda. What's the one word for this week?
Still. Be still when you need to be still. Sometimes it just takes for you to be still and just watch. So just be still.
Ebony.
I'm gonna say attentive. Be attentive. Don't miss those red flags, okay?
Don't miss them, girl. Katrina, what you think? What's your word?
Shout out to my girl Yolanda with that intuition. Follow it, ladies. I have read her. Look, I have read that series, Devious Deception. And that intuition is strong. I'm telling you, follow your intuition. It probably, more than likely, 9 times out of 10 will not steer you wrong.
That was good, Katrina. That was a plug for Yolanda's book. Go check her out. Yolanda Randolph. Go find her on Amazon. Order all the books.
Yeah.
And my word of the week, I guess, will say, be authentic. Like, just come into the relationship real. Just be real, be authentic. I mean, follow your intuition, be still and know. And also, guys, be attentive. Don't miss these red flags, honey. That's why they red. So they can be obvious. Don't miss them. You ask God for a sign. Here it is. All right, y'all. This has been another Chit Chat episode. This your girl, Bree. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for listening to our episode of ChiChat. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at ChiChat Podcast.